Perfect. First of all, family, I hope everybody is having an amazing Tuesday, whether it is the morning, the night, or maybe it's even Wednesday where you're at right now, family. And I want to go ahead and send some prayers, send some blessings your way. First and foremost, I know it's never easy. Life isn't easy, especially trying to be an aspiring entrepreneur. Drop some 111s in the chat if you feel what I'm saying, right? It's always something going on. But guess what, family? We can't let that get in the way of what our true, purpose is in life. And I know God has a major purpose for each and every one of us. And I know it's way deeper than financial. And I also know that financial might allow us to see our bigger purpose. And it's a lot going on. It's always a lot going on, family. And you have to be able to see, the calm within the chaos. You have to be able to, maintain within chaos. And that's a major goal of mine. And I've gotten better, but it's never easy, family. So I want to send prayers and blessings to each and every one of you all and your families as well. So family, if you all are comfortable, go ahead and turn your cameras on. Let's really get personal. This is going to be one of those calls. I'm very excited for it. I know for a fact somebody's going to hit the next level with the information that we talk about. I haven't had one of these calls in a long time, so I know it's about to hit, and we're going to take this information and we're really going to run. For all of those who do not know me, it is a pleasure and honor. My full name is Jalen Goss. I'm 25 years old. I've been in this industry for about 5 years now. I've done very well. I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money with what I'm about to teach you all tonight. And it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. And that's the reason why I really love it. When I saw people that were in this business before me and I saw the money that they were making, and then I realized, what they were doing in their lives and where they were before, I said, wow, anybody can make it. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you are currently doing. It doesn't even matter if your mindset isn't right at the moment. If you want to win, you can come in here and win. And that is a guarantee. And there's a step-by-step formula to doing so. And you can rest assured you don't have to come in here and guess. You don't have to come in here and really think too much on your own. You can take the knowledge of those who have done it before you, right, family? I like my SBC rug. Yeah, let's pivot this way. Pivot this way. You can take, the knowledge before you or from the individuals that came before you, and you can really duplicate. That's what I did. I said, show me what you did. You did a left foot here? Okay, left foot there. You did a right foot there? Okay, right foot there. I'm telling you, and the moment that I started actually following was the moment I got results, because success leaves clues. I want you to understand that if you have not read Think and Grow Rich, I'm telling you, you're missing out on a lot of equity. You're missing out on a lot of future success. These are just certain things you have to do to get to the next level. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So family, before we even get into it, as a matter of fact, I guess I'll tell you a little bit of my credentials, right? So, maybe if this is our first time speaking, you're not, just taking this information lightly. Please don't take it lightly, right? I feel like, I have really studied some of the greats in this industry who have made 50, 60, $100 million in their career. I've studied them inside and out, right? This is 5 houses later. But before, if you knew me 5 years ago in that video that you might have saw in the beginning, my house had posters and papers and notes everywhere, like I was a madman. Because I was focused. I knew exactly where I was going, and I had the right blueprint to get in there, and I did it swiftly, family, right? In my first 3 months, I hit a level, right, where I was able to attain $10,000 every single month. In my first 90 days, like on my 90th day, it might have been my 89th day, I secured $10,000 a month, $2,500 every single week, the most money I'd ever seen in my life, ever. Even the level before that was $5,000 a month. That's $60K a year. That was the most money I'd ever seen in my life. This opportunity can be life-changing if you allow it to be. And so some of you all, again, I'm going to explain exactly what we have going on. So stick with me long enough, because I know some of you all might have came in this opportunity and maybe somebody told you about e-commerce. They might have told you about trading, real estate, financial literacy. And family, maybe they didn't introduce you to another scope of this business where you can also make some good money. on top of that. It's not instead, it is combined. It must be combined or it will not work, right? Okay, so, just a little bit more, I guess, just to kind of, make it make sense. So after I hit, 6 figures, a year into the business, complete, right? I was what, 22 years old? Because I had started when I was 21. I was a senior in college. I had like a 3.6 GPA, focused on school. I was about to go, I'm thinking law school, family. So I want you to understand, some of us might have, you might think that you're going to do this and that. No. You're going to do, right, what God wants you to do. I'm going to tell you now, you might think, I'm going to get rich doing this, or this is my path. Sometimes you have to just allow, the path to see it, to shine, and you walk through it. And for me, that's what happened. I got completely thrown off my path. But in all reality, that was where I truly was supposed to go. And so some of us might think we're on this call, we might be, doctors in the future. We might be lawyers in the future. But then for me, what I had to realize was the reason I wanted to be a lawyer was not really to sit in them courtrooms every day, all day to fight. It was to get the money that the lawyers got. I knew I wasn't smart enough to be a doctor, right? Right? I knew I wasn't tall enough to be a basketball player. I knew my vocals weren't good enough to be on American Idol. I had no talent, none. And so I had to realize that, opportunities like this don't come around too often. And I really took it. I ran with it. And it wasn't what I thought. It wasn't what I thought. And it became amazing. So after my first year, I hit the level of $100,000 a month. And that was when just life changed. $100,000 a month, $25,000 a week without any bonuses. And I'm like, yo, this is spectacular. I'm 23 years old, maybe at that time, making $1.2 million a year. I ended up moving to Miami. Some of you all know the Hotel Epic. It's like a 5-star hotel downtown Miami. I stayed in Epic on the 50th floor, penthouse, beautiful home. And it's like, what? From this? People ask me every day I walk outside, yo, do you rap? Quick, you know what I'm saying? They quick to ask that. Do you rap? They didn't ask that I play basketball, because I'm not that tall, right? Are you in entertainment? Are you a producer? You make beats? Do you do this? No, you wanna know what I do? They were so appalled. So appalled. I'm an investor. I educate. Huh? You're living on the 50th floor in the Epic. You're a resident in a hotel. You have room service that comes to your room from the hotel. You can call food at midnight to your house. Yes. And they're like, what? No way. And I'm like, yes. To me, I'm going to be honest, family, this was my only opportunity, my only chance to be able to make the money that I'm making. Think about it. How many other opportunities that actually put you on a Zoom call showing you how to make over $1 million in legal income? I don't know. I've never been on another one. This is my own, these are the only times I'm on Zoom calls like this. Now that I've gotten in these rooms, hey, that's how it works, right? But I'm telling you before, what? You want to know what I was doing before? A broke college kid with a Honda Accord, no shame. That's a great car. With a Honda Accord, I was living in a rat-infested apartment, paying $333 for rent. You know it was janky, $333, right? With like 5 people in it. And I'm working 2 jobs. That was my life. 3 months later, I started making 6 figures. From Camden, New Jersey to Miami, I'm like, whoa. From Chicago, went to school in Camden, both crazy places. And it's like, family, I'm telling you, if you work hard enough, if you want it bad enough, if you are dedicated, you will see some great gains. And this is not the end all be all. Your goal should be to come in here, make some great money, and invest it and really make it stick. That's why we have a financial literacy class. And I'm telling you, when you sit down and when you think about the things we're about to talk about tonight, you're gonna truly be like just in awe when you realize all I have to do is step 1, step 2, step 3. So family, what I did to be able to make, I ended up making a maximum of $250,000 a month. That was about maybe, I don't know, a year and some change into the business. $250,000 a month, the fastest that anybody has ever done it in that company that I was in. The fastest ever. Ended up getting inducted to the Hall of Fame of the industry, right? If anybody knows Eric Worre, I'm like, this is great. I'm built for this. I feel like I really am born for this. My girl said, and my mom said, I'm like, okay, I'll accept it. And there's a certain formula to it. And I've written it down over and over. I know it like the back of my head. But first and foremost, okay, I'm going to explain to you what it is that we do, if you don't know. And then on top of that, what it takes. Because we've talked about what you can achieve. Family, you can do things greater than I've ever done it. I'm giving you a blueprint faster than I ever attained a blueprint. I got this blueprint. I developed this a year and a half in. You're getting this now, and you actually execute on it, that's going to be crazy. But I'm going to tell you right now, 99% of you, and it's a sad thing, 99% of you will listen to this information and do nothing. You're going to listen to this information. You might even write it down. You might even you might even write it down, and you're never going to reference it. You're never going to use it. And this call will go over your head. And then 1%, okay? So right now, if we're thinking about 1%, that's 1 point, like, that's not even 2 full people right now. And 1% of you all will take the information, run with it, and make the most money you've ever made in your life and be able to really live the life that you desire. It is nowhere near about the money. It is about what the money can do for you and your family. I've seen it. I bought my mom a Range Rover, her dream car. I bought my dad an Audi. I've paid for multiple trips and birthdays and this and that and college and that and this. It definitely makes a difference. It makes a difference. And only 1% of us are going to really take this information. So let's see who it is. Drop an I in the chat if you feel like you're a part of the 1%. Drop an I in the chat if you feel like you're a part of the 1%. Don't drop eyes if you don't feel it, if you don't believe it. It's okay. It's okay. It's how the world works. Are there more rich people than there are middle class? No. Absolutely not. And here, okay, I'll tell you this. Before I even tell you what we do and we get into it, I'll tell you this. What's going to hurt you if you don't tame it quick is your lack of urgency. We tend to think we have more time than we really do. And I don't know where we get that from, especially in the world we live in, where people are like, I don't even have to finish what I'm saying. It's like, you need to do everything right now. And then when you think about family, some of us don't even think about this. Think about how old you are and think about where you thought you should have been by this point. Because if you never think about this and compartmentalize it and really internalize it, you just keep going day by day in life, accepting what's going on. And if you are accepting of what's going on, nothing will drive you to make a change. Entrepreneurship is not easy. That's why you enjoy it so much when you obtain it. It's a thing. It's not easy. It's simple. What? But it's not easy because nobody, 99% of people, can't sit at a desk all day until. But then you think about, like, what else is there to do? Because, if you're doing anything else, you're chasing your tail. What is it? It's a statistic, like 80% of people that work a job live check to check. So we would be not smart to think that if everybody in this call, for the most part, has a job, we wouldn't be smart taking this statistic into consideration if we don't think that 8 out of 10 people on this call are living check to check. So if I'm telling you, I did this. I skipped out on rent to be able to pay for my membership because and guess what? My rent was $333. Right hand, my rent in Miami was $12,000. And I paid for a month, and I paid for it up front. So sometimes you have to really realize, like, okay, I am not satisfied with where I am. Drop an I in the chat if you are not satisfied with where you are. Please be open. Please be, like, real. Because, family, the people that live in La La Land, what did this doctor say on this podcast? What did he say? It's the same thing. He related it to health. It's the same thing with finances, right? The people that are, oh man, he had are all kumbaya. I think, did he say kumbaya or did he say, basically, I don't know. It was a certain saying he had, but it's people who just, everything is good. Everything is all good in terms of, like, health. Those are the people who die the fastest. He said it. I didn't say it. It was some doctors, an accredited doctor. He said the people who are just like, everything is good. I don't need to check. I'm good. Everything is great. Everything is not all good. Drop an I in the chat if you know somebody in your family struggling. It's not all good. Really? A lot of y'all should be in cold red, but you're chilling. Somebody should have pressed the emergency button, but you chilling. Some of us, we can really look in our bank account. I'm telling you, not too far. We can really look in our bank account, and I don't know why you're sitting on the couch right now. Some of us can really look at our finances and at our bills and how it doesn't add up and look at our debt to income ratio. You should never be chilling. I should never be chilling. Shoot, I don't have to be broke to know it's cold red. I should be way further than where I am. It is cold red every day. That's why every day at 7 in the morning, I get up and I come to this desk and I work until. Okay, so I'm getting already too much into it. You're like, Jay, why are you yelling at me? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what we're working to do. I'm ready, Jay, but dang, like, come on, get into it. So what are we doing? So outside of you being able to learn and educate yourself and make money within any aspect, so you can make money trading, you can make money with e-commerce, real estate, and you can save money with financial literacy and the travel discounts. We understand that. That's you personally benefiting. But you also can benefit from helping others benefit just like you do. Just like you do. And so when you think about that, the first thing you should think about, especially with how I worded it, is this is a system. You don't have to come in here and be the guru. You don't have to come in here and be the educator. That is not our job. Our job is to point, guide, and direct, right? The people that we decide to educate in this business or bring along with us to the information. That's what it's about. And it's simple when you think about it like that. Because family, when you think about it like that, now all you have to do is become a product of the product, meaning you need to fund your trading account so you can feel what it's like to hit a take profit, so you can feel what it's like to hit a stop loss. Because now when you do that and you have the emotions attached to it, you're able to help somebody else who comes in here and is going to feel the same thing. And so it's about you becoming a product of the product, you making money first, you plugging in first. Now, do you need to make $1 million before you show somebody else? No, wrong mindsets, right? Do you need to come in here and be an expert, before you show somebody else? No, wrong mindsets, right? I want you to understand that the richest people in the world, what they do is they leverage. Leverage means that they don't become the most knowledgeable, they become the most expendable when it comes to money. And they're able to go ahead and pay for these things. And now, when you think about Jeff Bezos, he doesn't know, he's not a tech guy, right? Jeff Bezos doesn't know the interface of Amazon. He doesn't drive trucks. But what does he do? He's created the infrastructure and he's leveraged other people who have of course, had expertise in that field, and now he's put something together. So that's what we do. So when I came in this business, I can't lie, I thought that you were supposed to come in here and learn everything. I thought you were supposed to come in here and be an expert, be the best at this. It's not about that. You will slow yourself down. So think about this. I'm going to connect everything together. I came in this business trying to make $1 million from $100. Trying to make $1 million trading from $100. It's going to be a lot harder than if I found another stream of income from making $5, and now my confidence is boosted. Now introduce people to this space because I know it works. I don't have to make $1 million for me to know it works, right? And I've introduced people to this space, and because of that, I've gotten paid, and I've gotten, I've now I have money to be able to put into my trading account. And so now I'm not just putting $100 in my trading account. Say I put 100,000. It's a lot easier to get to $1 million. It's a lot easier to get to $1 million. And so, family, think about this. What about the person who has a $100 trading account, but they're the best trader in the world? I don't care how great of a trader you are. It's going to take you a lot longer to get to $1 million than somebody with 100,000 to start. All that person with $100,000 has to do is leverage our system. They come right in here. They get the signal chat. They go ahead and get the live training sessions. Do you really have to know everything to copy, paste, and profit? No. And then guess what, family? While you're making the big bucks, then you go back and you really learn and you really get your really get your education on, and you really become an expert. That's what I did. That's what I did. I know people that tried to take the other route. Guess what? You can do anything that you want to do, right? But I'm telling you, success leaves clues, and failure does too. Drop a 7 in the chat if you're hearing everything that I'm saying right now. Right? Drop a 777 in the chat if this is all making sense. Okay? So I came into business, I got a little bit of success, right? I sold a product. All I need to do was create the feeling in my heart that it works. Because guess what, family? Who in here know how much money in your bank account? Who in here knows how much money in your bank account on this call? Anybody? No. So family, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't start bringing people in this business after the chain and after the AP and after anything else. I was bringing people in this business with an Old Navy t-shirt on. Trust me. I got screened with an H&M t-shirt. No offense. I'm just saying, it's like, it doesn't matter what you got on. It's about how you present yourself. And the way you present yourself is going to be able to show them how much money is in your bank account, or how much money will be in your bank account very soon, right? So I came inside of the space, got a little bit of education, and then I saw the compensation plan. So what the compensation plan is it's showing you, based on the people that you have inside of your business, how much you can get paid. And let me help you understand the concept. This is much more acceptable of a concept now in the days that we're in. But when I started 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't as acceptable. I'll say it was still, but just not as acceptable. And it's because of the fact that you can come in this business, family, and you can build a business by not putting in all of the work. Now, that's actually how most businesses work, but they have levels to be able to confuse you and fake you out into thinking that it's that or something different. So I'll explain to you something, family. When I came in this business, somebody told me, well, Jay, if you're in my business, don't I always make more money than you because you're in my business, you're under me, and everybody in your business is going to count towards mine? And no, that is not the case. because the way in which you build the business has to be even. You have two sides of your business. You have a left side, a right side. We call them legs, a left leg and a right leg. And when you bring people in the business or people come in your business, in order to continue to hit the next levels, your two sides have to be even. Now, not perfect, but you can't have 100 people here and 5 people here. And that's what happened to my mentor. Right? In my last opportunity, I came into business. He was only making $2,000 a month. And that opportunity, that was, I don't know, maybe, I think 75 people. And that was actually over a 3-leg structure. Ours is better because it's 2. So it's much easier to build. But it was a 3-leg structure. I was only one of his legs. So family, I came into business and I hit a max of $250,000 a month, meaning I had, I don't know how many people I had at a max, but let's say 20,000 people, right? So he had 20,000 people here, and then he had 15 people here, and then 15 people here. He was still making, or however many, 30 people here, 30 people here. He was still making only $2,000 a month while I was bringing in $250,000 a month. Why? Because his other 2 legs were not there. They weren't even. They weren't, they didn't qualify for anything greater than $2,000 a month, right? So drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Because I'm going to explain to you the difference from this and, a traditional job. Now, a traditional job, family, you can do your research. No, entry-level worker at a Fortune 500 company has ever became the CEO of that Fortune 500 company. Does anybody know why I'm mentioning this? Does anybody know? Because family, when we come in, when we go into the workforce, even my mom, she tricked me, but on accident. On accident. You got to understand, family, you can't even listen to your parents if they're not where you want to be. And that, like, you can't listen to your guardian. You can't listen to your best friend. You're going to go exactly where they went. And it's not and if you want to, cool. But family, I'm going to tell you right now, I decided to go a different way, and my mom followed me. And now my mom, when she texted me the other day, my business is doing $400,000 a year now, Jay. Oh, is it, Mom? When I started entrepreneurship, you were working at a job, and she was telling me not to do it because it's scary. It's uncharted territory to people in my, in my demographic. I'm going to be honest. The Black community, what? Entrepreneurship, what? They're scared. What? As soon as one thing happens, we run away. And I'm telling you, it is a whole thing. It is a whole generational curse. And my mom told me, nah, Jay, I think you should stay with a job. I think you should just stay, comfortable. Don't take any risks that, you can't afford. When are you going to take the risks? You're going to have to take some sort of risk. And this ain't even a risk. $250. Nobody's asking you to sign any contract. Let's just be honest here. Right? But let's get back on track. Right? So, trying to figure out where I even was. Somebody's going to have to get me back on track. So, yeah, I went to my mom not believing in me. Then now she believes a lot, right? She believes a whole lot. Okay, going back to the job. Thank you so much, Azarette. So, okay, when you think about a job structure, there's a CEO, there's a CFO, okay? There's a COO. There's usually if it's a major company, there's usually what is it? What do they call it? Like a regional or something like that. Regional director, regional manager, something like that. And then under that, there's just more managers. Then there's the actual store manager. Let's say this is a store front or whatever. Then there's an assistant manager. Then there's an employee. Okay, family, I'm gonna tell you right now. Does the employee at any point in time, no matter how many hours the employee works, will they ever make as much or more money than the manager? At any point in time? Never. Okay? Okay. And some people, they might think in their head, I want to move up in my job. I want to move, I'll do good. Family, we've seen people get stuck thinking about it like that. I'm gonna be honest. We've seen people get stuck. Nobody goes into a job and their first first day there, they don't ever say, hey guys, this is my first day. I'm going to be here for 30 years. Nobody ever says that because nobody knows. It just continues to happen. You get comfortable. You start having kids. You start settling down. You start dreaming less. You start being more acceptable of mediocre lifestyles. You start hanging around people who have already fallen into the sunken place. So therefore, now it's easier for you to fall into it. And it gets to a point where, family, you will not care about living the life of your dreams anymore. You will start to fake yourself out into thinking that the life you are living is good enough. You will start to fake yourself out into thinking the life that you are living is good enough. When in all reality, when you were a kid, what life did you want? I hope I'm looking somebody dead in the eye. When you were a kid, what life did you want? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Let's be honest, family. Come on, it was a king and queen lifestyle. Don't act like you didn't have all of the drip in the closet in your dreams. Don't act like you didn't have all of the whips and all of the cars outside. I'm talking about, come on, the biggest home. Like, come on, family good. Nobody's working. I know in your dreams you don't have somebody working a 9 to 5. I know in your dreams you're not flipping no burgers. I know this. Unless it's in the back of your house and you told your chef to take off for the night. You understand? Like, family, I know for a fact nobody dreamed of a mediocre lifestyle. You should never in your life lose sight of that. Always continue to thrive for more. That is part of life, having something to look forward to that provides growth. Do you know when life becomes stale, when people become miserable, when there is no growth, when there is nothing to look forward to, when there is no increase? You don't want to fall in line with a job that pays you the same amount of money every single week. You want to fall in line with an opportunity, right, that allows you to be able to multiply your income in months if you work hard enough, right? Okay, so I know I'm talking a lot of mindset, so let's really get into structure, okay? So we already explained exactly what it is that we do. We educate people. You don't have to be an expert. You can come in here day one. I've seen people come in here day one and enroll somebody the same exact day. But now it's going to take a little bit of structure. It's going to take a little bit of discipline, because what some people do is they go hard for the moment and then they backtrack. And then they stop because they're not used to consistency. Right? They're not used to consistency. And family, the only reason you might be consistent at work is because you have a boss that's going to be on your butt if you're not. That's usually how it works, right? If your boss ain't at work, what happens? Come on, let's be honest. I'm going to prove this to you. If your boss is not at work, they're wilding. They're wilding. They're going crazy. Nobody's doing no work. Nobody's hustling. It's not even a productive day. And then the boss comes in the next day like, what happened? Right? That's how it works. So it's proving the fact, right? You only work hard because you have a boss. So when you're in entrepreneurship, where's the boss? Where's the boss? The boss is your schedule. The boss is your calendar. The boss is not even you, because you can't trust you to watch over you. You can't do it. You have to have structure in your life, family. And structure comes from you caring enough and realizing where you're going and believing in it enough to know that if I do this long enough, I'm going to get there. If you do not believe that you're going to get there, it's no point of doing it. So family, you got to first believe in yourself. You got to first believe in yourself, and that starts with personal development. Think and Grow Rich. Listen to the audiobook every single morning. Somebody's going to do it. Most will not do it. And then we look up and we're going to ask ourselves, why did it not work? Because you're not following the formula. You're not following, and I didn't create the formula. I'm telling you, this is probably regurgitated information that I'm just adding my spin and my energy on. I'm telling you, in my experience of using it, right? So you got to get your mental right. You have to know that you can do it. So now you put in the work, because family, when you come in this business, the first thing that you're going to want to do, if you want to build a team, this is going to be fun. First of all, I got to say that. This is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. People are going to love you for changing their lives. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever wanted to impact somebody in some capacity. You might not know it, but this is probably where you're going to start. This is probably where you're going to start. This is where I started. This is the bit what I've cried on stage in front of people, because this has meant so much to so many of us. This is not a joke. Me changing your mindset right now, somebody's mind is going right now. You're going to take this for the rest of your life. You've already gotten value, no money included. It's crazy what this does. It's crazy how this is going to turn somebody around. It's crazy how somebody's going to hit 6 figures from listening to this call. This is value. We're not only talking about a party, right? But we do got an event December 2nd in Miami, Florida, SS1. You got to be there, right? But we're not talking about a party. We're not talking, are we gossiping? That's what most friend groups do. That's what most group chats do. That's what most FaceTimes do. We're talking about making money, family. This is life-changing, and people will love you for it. You know how many hugs I've gotten from mamas? Oh, man. Them the best. Them the best. Because this is real. We are really changing people's lives here. And so it is not just about the money. So family, if you haven't written anything down, I want you to write this down, right? Your success, right? How successful you are in life is going to be directly based on how many people you can help see success in theirs. It's going to be directly based on how many people you can help win. You can do the math. I don't know the equation, but I guarantee you, you can do the math. And if you think about any successful person, they've impacted somebody. Any successful person, they've impacted somebody. So that's what you're doing. When you first start in this business, the first thing you want to do, and if you didn't do this yet, let's make this your first day. It doesn't matter if you have people in your business, you can go faster. Let's make this your first day. You want to create a list of 30 individuals that you want to join your business, not 30 people that you think are going to join, right? You don't want to do that because, family, you do not want to prejudge somebody, especially when you can get good at sharing this information and anybody will join. I have gotten to a point personally, and I know there's a few people that have gotten to this point where I don't get no's. No, if I'm getting on the phone with you, talking to you about this business, it is not, I do not get a no. The most I will get is I don't have the money and I'm ready Friday. And I barely take those. I barely take those because I know most people have 250 and it's a certain way to do it. I know I'm sounding cocky. I barely take those. I don't get on the phone. Yo, you better have 250. Come on. No, absolutely not. But there's a certain way that you have to learn how to talk to people to be able to figure out what they want in life and be able to attach it to them getting it through this opportunity. Okay. That is what I did. There's a gift. There's a gift. You have to be able to know how to talk to certain people. You can't talk to the same person, or excuse me, to different people the same way. You can't talk to different people the same way. You're going to start learning people. And there are only a certain amount of people in this world. Everybody is different, but there's only just like a certain amount of core types of people. And you're going to learn it. I can get on the phone right now and I know off the rip exactly what type of person you are, and I know exactly where to take this conversation. And family, you would be surprised, but we're not salesmen and saleswomen. We're doctors. Oh, I'm on that. Oh, I'm on that. Oh, I'm on that. We're not salesmen and saleswomen. We're doctors. Why? And family, if y'all don't mind turning the cameras on, I love just looking at some of y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you don't mind turning your camera on, if you're in a good position, this is gonna be a good call, right? Let's get it. Oh, you see, y'all in front of the camera, y'all taking notes. I ain't even know that. All right. Okay. Lit. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're doctors. What does that mean? We diagnose people. When you think about a doctor, you don't, when you go to the doctor and something might be wrong, the doctor doesn't just look at you and say, hey, this is what's going on. The doctor's going to evaluate you. The doctor's going to ask you, well, how have you been feeling? Take your temperature, check your heart rate, get your pulse, run an x-ray if it's something you're feeling. And then from the information that they get from you, then they're going to go ahead and make a decision and a diagnosis, right? A doctor doesn't just tell you, hey, you need Tylenol 250 milligrams and you need, you need tea for 10 days. Come on, the doctor's going to figure out what's going on and then give you your prescription. It's the same thing with us. That's what we do. So when you get on the phone with somebody, because family, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to learn how to get on the phone with people. It can start with 3 ways. That is one of the best ways to help somebody get started before you are comfortable. But let me tell you something, get comfortable fast. So many people want to be successful in entrepreneurship, but don't want to be leaders. It's like you, like family, you want to get to a position where you can do everything. You know what I'm saying? Drop a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure everybody is getting that part. Drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Some of us want to make millions of dollars, but we want to like have assistant roles. Assistants don't make millions. I'm going to tell you right now. Like, you have to be a boss. And the only reason you're leveraging another boss is to learn how to become a boss. You know what I'm saying? It's not to leech on and use them forever to get to your success. It won't work. You're going to have to become a boss for yourself. One day you're going to have to get good enough where you can help other people close people. How are you going to stay on a regime or regimen where you're getting the help? One day you're going to have to give out the help. You can't stay a student for too long. So stay a student, but you don't want to stay a student for too long. So one of the best ways in the beginning, until you get grounded, is by leveraging somebody who you know is good at introducing and explaining this information, right? And we'll pause there on that, but let's go back to the 30-person list. We call this a prospect list. I'm comfortable saying prospect list because I want you to realize something. Any business prospects, like if you're at a point where you are scared of selling, you gotta I don't know. If you're scared of selling, I don't know. But the crazy thing is you're not scared of selling. You think you are, because you sell way more than you think you do. Guess what? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever had McDonald's fries and you know for a fact somebody else had McDonald's fries because you done had McDonald's fries and you done told them how good McDonald's fries is. I love McDonald's fries. I know for a fact I done got people to, man, what? What? Drop another 1 in the chat if you've ever had something on, a nice piece of clothing or some perfume or some cologne, or maybe you even had a haircut or a good hairdo, and somebody asked you, where did you get that from? How did you get that service? And you put them on. Now, the crazy thing is you probably didn't get anything from that. You probably didn't get no referral, nothing. It's okay. McDonald's ain't never paid me, and I know I done make them some money. But I want you to understand it's the same situation here. You just have to, sometimes we overthink it. Sometimes we overthink it when it's really not that complicated. Family, go ahead and think this week, what is something that you have sold somebody on unintentionally? Is there anything you can think about? This week, I'm talking about some of our women might have sold out, your men on going out. Some of our men might have sold our women on going out. Some of our, or maybe a movie. Maybe you sold your girl on, let's watch this movie. You done convinced them. She like, dang, is the movie that good? Dang. Somebody done sold a job. I hope they done gave you a referral for that. Somebody, man, I know for a fact I done sold some cribs. Yeah, this house is nice, man. No referral for that. Oh yeah, Jay, I stay here. Oh, this is nice. Got a crib. Oh, no referral for that. So really think about it. You sell all the time. Like, business is about selling. Give me a business that does not sell. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Matter of fact, I got $100. 10. I got $100. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Nobody. I'm talking about, I really wanted somebody to start me. I'm not going to lie. Because I don't know any business that does not sell. You sell a service or a product. That's it. That's it. Okay. So we have a prospect list. Okay. This is what real businesses do. They have statistics. They write things down. You're a real business now. Write things down. Who do you want in your business? If you are a storefront, are you going to write out who your ideal customer is? Write it down. Who is your ideal customer? Think about what you sell. Do you know what you sell? Do you know what you sell? You got to ask yourself that. You might not even know that. And if you don't know what you sell, family, chances are you might not be able to do it too well. I'm going to help you understand what you sell so you can understand the value behind it. what you sell, right? What you sell is an educational platform that teaches people a new skill and way to make money outside of their job, attached to an exclusive and discounted travel club that they also get access to. That's what you're selling. And I want to help you understand how easy this is. I'm going to put it in numbers. This is why I know when I get on the phone, you're going to sign up, because like, what? Somebody can pay a minimum of $280 total to get access to this. What do they get access to total? Weekly live trading sessions where they can make money live on the call. Signals every day or every other day that they can copy, paste, and profit and put it in their trading account. Weekly trading education. That in and of itself could be, I'm talking about $300 a month, at least in my eyes. And definitely a lot more upfront. E-commerce weekly trainings. Listing parties where we actually help you list products on the call. Financial literacy weekly. That in and of itself, weekly financial classes, family. You could just go look it up. Weekly financial classes. I know they, come on. I know for a fact, maybe for 3 months, they'll do that. That could be $30 a week. I know for a fact, at least 30 a week, 40 a week. That's light. And if you want to actually get them and have financial advice from people we have, you have to have a 6-figure account. Like, they're only taking 6-figure plus clients, and they're giving us education. The travel portal, you can save more than the $150 a month monthly with just one flight. Or not flight, I don't want to say flight, right? Flights aren't always the best. But with one excursion, one definitely rental car, one hotel, 100%. So you think about this, you then got to realize, family, in your head, you have to change your mindset from, man, I don't know who would buy this. Because who was thinking that? Anybody ever thought that, man, I don't know who would buy this, and you bought it? It's okay. It's okay. A lot of people think that. But you got to think about the fact that you bought it. And you're pretty smart, right? I think I'm pretty smart. I don't think I'm just going to put my money into something that don't work. I don't do that. It don't matter who I'm supporting. Tell you that right now. So if I decided to invest my hard-earned money, then other people could too. In fact, it's so crazy because you might not be this way, you might be this way, but I'm hard to get. That's what I like to say. Like if I'm in, something is working. So somebody done laid it on thick. If I can get in, that's not. And so if I'm in, I know for a fact 99% of people are not like me. I'm very, like, in my eyes, I'm very hard. What? Oh, gosh, I'm going back and forth with you, back and forth with you, back and forth with you. I know there's some people that say here, all right, I'm in. Come on, family, it's 8 billion people in this world? You don't even need everybody. I'm telling you. So matter of fact, now we talking about that. Can somebody send the compensation plan in here for me, please? Can somebody send the compensation plan in here so we can actually talk about the money that we're looking to attain? So we can actually talk about how many people it takes to get to these levels. And then we could talk about the 30-person list, what should be on that 30-person list, and then we'll get to how to get them in the business. And then we'll head out of here, right? Dave, you're on it. Superstar, thank you so much. Gabrielle, you're on it. Superstar, let's go. So family, go ahead and let's, download that if you don't have that. Download that if you don't have that. Absolutely, right? So I'm about to share my screen just to show us what's exactly going on. Right? Boom. So family, what you're looking at right now is the residual plan. This is showing you how much money that you can make with building your business, okay? So this first level, this is called partner, right? It says total personal enrollments. So this is, this column is for the amount of people that you have to bring in the business personally. So how you do that is when they're ready to get started, you send them your enrollment link, okay? And then they sign up just like you signed up, and now that's one person in your business. And when you enroll 4 people, what you're going to do is you're going to place 2 people on the left side and place 2 people on the right. It's very easy. You use their ID numbers, right? You go ahead and use your ID number to place them, and they're going to ask you, do you want it on the left side? Do you want it on the right? You say left, and you say right. So now you have it even, because this is how you have to start. You can't have 4 on this, and you won't do that, but you can't have 4 on this side and 0. But you won't do that because you get to decide where they go when you personally enroll them. Now, let me help you understand something, though. When let's say these 2 people enroll 2 people, and now you have 4 people on this side, you don't get to determine where they put their people. Their people are, of course, going to go on your left side because they're on your left side. So let's say you have a superstar over here. Well, guess what? All you got to do is put another superstar on this side and you're good. Okay. And the goal, this is so great. And I know this to be true. What did they say? You need if you want to make about 6 figures in this business, have 500 people in your business, I would say you probably need about maybe 5 to 7 people on each side who are just running with you. That's it. 5 to 7 people on each side who is running with you, who have the vision and who understand what's going on. So it says, so there's a difference. Look at this first column, total personal enrollments. This means active or inactive. This means that you just enrolled them at some point in life, okay? This second column means active. So of course, when you first start, everybody's going to be active. So boom, 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side. And we're going to talk about that actually too, because family, people have to stay active. They can't just come into business and leave the business. That's why we help them make money and change their mindset and help them understand the vision and help them think long term, because some people come in here thinking that they're going to get rich overnight and they quit too soon. And these things happen, family. And this is why you're here, right? Honestly and truly, at times you're going to be a therapist. Honestly, truly, at times you're going to be, a mindset shifter, right? It's a little bit bigger than just, e-commerce and trade. I'm being honest, you're really leading people now. Okay. Drop a 1 in the chat if this is making sense. And we really feeling this right now, because I'm feeling this right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in mode right now. I'm locked in. This is called the flow state. Okay. Honestly. So, all right. You see what I was mentioning leg 1 and leg 2? Boom. Same thing. Left on, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Okay. And this is total. This is what they mean by total. So this here, your personals, inactive or active. This here is active personals, and this here is total enrollments, everything. So weekly royalty, this is how much you're getting paid weekly and how much you're getting paid monthly. Now, this first level, we call it 4 no more as well, because it just cancels your monthly. You see how it's 150 you're getting paid? They're basically going to take that 150 and pay your monthly with it. That's how that works, right? And now your monthly is going to say $0. It's going to say $0. Okay. And now you're good. As long as they stay active, you're going to have a free membership, meaning you're going to continuously go down these levels and not pay anything, literally, and of course you got to pay taxes, right? They're going to send you a 1099 form at the end of the year. This is how that works, right? But cool. So now the second level is called 777 Elite. This level here, you don't have to enroll any more people. Trust me, you will, but the requirements is the same as the first, right? 4 total, 2 on your left, 2 on your right. All right. Now, right. Oh, also, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Banks. Let me mention that as well. When you enroll somebody, right, you get paid for the $250 pack. You get a $25 bonus up front. And with the $1,000 pack, you get a $100 bonus up front. So the moment that, you hit this first level, even though, they're going to take this 150 and pay your monthly with it, you're still going to get paid $100 that week because you enrolled 4 people, 25 per person. Does that make sense? Thank you so much for that, Banks. Okay. So here we go. The next level, same amount of personal enrollments, but now you need 7 on your left, 7 on your right. That's 14 total people. That's easy, family. That's easy. We're going to write a 30-person list. And family, when 14 people come into business, now boom, you're making $175 a week, $700 a month. And let me tell you something. Somebody's going to come in here and want this more than you. What? That's when it gets fun. They're going to turn you up. Somebody's going to come in here and they're going to look at this compensation plan, and they're going to, and all you was looking at was 10K, right? They're going to jump all the way, my fault. They're going to jump all the way down to $1 million. And they're going to say, I'm going for $1 million a month. They're going to jump all the way. They ain't looking at none of this. They're going to go all the way to $1 million. I'm telling you, that's when this gets fun. This is called exponential growth. Anybody know what exponential is? You ever seen an exponential curve? You ever seen an exponential curve? Hold on, I'm sorry, it's not sharing. Let me share one more time. You ever seen an exponential curve? This is what it looks like. You don't know why this is called, why it's called exponential? Because it's like a flat here, and then from there, it just spikes up. This is the exponential curve right here. It's a flat here. It's basically work for little to no pay. Work for little to no pay. They get pay for little to no work. That's how this works. That's how this business is designed, okay? So let me unshare, and then let me go back to where we was at, okay? So, all right. So this next level, 14 people, $175 a month, a week, $700 every single month. They're going to take 150 of that, and you get to keep the rest. And then from there, now it's 15 on your left, 15 on your right, 30 total people if you build it evenly. But family, if you have 20 people over here and you have 10 people here, you don't hit this level yet because you actually need 15 people over here. Does that make sense? You actually need 15 people over here. But then when it drops off to this point, it doesn't have to be exact like that. All right. So this next level is a pretty good spot. $1,000 a month, $250 a week. I want to tell you, matter of fact, I want to know. I'm curious. Be honest with me, family. Don't get influenced by anybody else's answers. How long do you think it could take you to start making $1,000 a month, bringing in 15 people total in the business? Right? Total, you have to bring in 30 people total. I'm sorry. Total, you have to bring in 8, but 30 in your business. How long do you think it will take you to hit that level? $1,000 a month. I just want to know. I'm very curious. Hey, Jason says 90 days. Okay, anybody else talk to me? I just want to know. What do y'all think? I need the amount of, months or how many days or how many years? Okay. Okay. So family, realistically speaking, let's break this down. Let's break the number down. Let's say you have a 30-person prospect list that you keep adding people to, okay? When you get through the 30, you don't just stop. That's not how that works. But the reason why I don't want to tell you to do a 100-person list is because you're going to get discouraged. 100 people, by the 50th person you write down, most people are going to get discouraged, right? Some people, they like that, okay? I don't know. But 30-person list, I want you to understand, let's think about this. Let's say you talk to every person for, somebody help me do the math on this. I don't have my phone with me, right? Let's say you talk to every person for 20 minutes, right? You talk to them for 20 minutes. 15 minutes, you get them, you give them the information with your mentor maybe, and then 5 minutes you actually use that to get enrolled. And then, you do a new member orientation at the end of every night. So you don't have to waste time getting them onboarded right then and there. You can call the next person. And let's say you talk to 8 people that day. How much time is that? 20 minutes per person, 8 people that day. What is that? So every hour you talk to 3 people. So what is that? 6. So 2 hours. What is that? 2 hours and 40 minutes? What is that? About 2 hours and 40 minutes? 3 people an hour. And then 6. Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, family, listen to this. Let's say you close out of how many people we say we talked to? 8. Let's say you close 6. Let's say you close 6. How many days is it going to take you to do that by yourself? And remember, this isn't talking about people, also bringing, other individuals into business, because when they start making money and seeing the results and seeing the comp plan, they're going to want to do it too. Bryson, so 5 days, is that right? Somebody can verify that for me? So if you do that, it's going to take you 5 days. So you put 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, do you have to do 2 hours and 40 minutes back to back? That's not even nothing. I'm going to tell you, you got to get like that. You're going to have to get like that. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to get like that. Like where you don't even want to get off the phone, family. It's going to be a point where you can't, like you're just so locked in. You closing everything. You 5 away from the next level, 30 away from the next level, 50 away from the next level. You're about to hit 5,000 a month. You just don't stop. You just don't stop. You get into a flow state and you know where you're going. You see the money. All you know is you got to just do what? If you see the money, what do you got to do? Just put the work in. But guess what? Let's say you don't do it back to back. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Let's break it down. Let's say in the morning, you do an hour. In the afternoon, you do an hour. And at 7 o'clock, you go from 7 to 7:40. And boom. And boom. 5 days. Family, I'm telling you right now, you do that, 1,000 a month, done. What? I'm telling you, you're going to hit 10,000 a month. Oh my gosh. In probably 2 months from that. Probably maybe less than 2 months from that. And I'm going to tell you right now, so these are the type of people to put on the list. Everybody. You don't know who's going to join. You don't know who's interested. If you give the information right, everybody will be interested. Do you understand? If you give the information right, everybody will be interested. It was people that I never thought would join, but when they saw what I was doing and they saw I was passionate and they saw results were happening, family, I'm telling you, it's nothing. Some of y'all, all y'all got to do is go to our SBC chat and scroll up, and they're going to sign up. All you have to do is do that. But let me tell you something before we finish off in a binary. Most people are just too scared. But when you do it, you're gonna be like, wow, they just signed up. Wow, they actually said yes. Wow. Hold on, let me get back on the phone. It's something like, drop a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact you have somebody that you can call right now that you have not called yet. Let's be honest. Drop a 1 in the chat. It's somebody you know your cousin. And in fact, who should you call? Who should you be calling? Your cousin, your friend. You have group chats with people that you go out with and they don't know what you do. Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on, family. You got friends, best friends. They don't know what you do. You clearly don't believe in it, because if you did, you would want your friend to get rich with you. That was my pitch for every one of my friends. Yo, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just started in this. I don't know everything about it. These people, they already done made all this money. Look at their grams. Man, they rich. They up. I know we can do this. If they can do it, we can do it. Yo, let's get into it. It's only $250 to get started. Now, I'm not saying this to everybody. I'm just sharing with you, like, family. Just go out. Go out and do it. Go out and try. Go out and try. Now, what you also want to have, I'm going to give you a little bit of ammo, right? When you call these people, this is what you want to do. Everybody's different. Don't make it awkward. Don't make it weird, right? If you have not talked to this person in a long time, don't get right to it. Don't get right to the information. That's awkward. If you have talked to this person frequently, don't say, hey, how you doing? How's it going? You gotta be normal. Call them like you would call them if you was asking them to pull up to a basketball game. If you was asking them to come to a party, they wouldn't feel crazy then. You wouldn't feel crazy asking them to come to a party, right? And that's crazy, because you're okay with them getting drunk and doing this and that, but you don't want to put them on no money. That's a whole other situation. But, it's just our society. It's just the world we live in. But at the end of the day, family, what you want to do is, right, when you get on the phone with them, you want to have a regular conversation to begin with. It's called tea time, right? It's called tea time. What it is, it's regular. I'm not getting right into the information. Honestly, I'm not even pressed that hard to get right into the information to look like I'm that pressed, right? So I'm calling them. Let's say I'm talking to my friend. Yo, what's up, bro? Like, family, if I'm talking to somebody who I know is a big fish or whatever, I might turn on the, yo, how you doing, family? First, come on, it's called code switching. Look up the definition of code switching. But if I'm on the phone with my friend, it's one of my guys, I'm saying, yo, bro, what's up? How's everything with you, man? I ain't gonna lie, long time no speak. How you been, bro? How's the fam? Whatever the case is. Boom. And then, family, I have a little talk to them about what you really would talk to them about. Ask them about regular things. Don't make it awkward. Like, truly, you don't have to, but you'll practice. It ain't gonna be perfect in the beginning. Don't let me give you that misconception. I don't want you to think that I came in this and just was like, oh, this is it. No, it's taken a not long. It ain't even long. I ain't gonna lie. My second week, I was giving it. I ain't gonna lie. But you have to practice. You have to practice. And also another thing you can do to get good at this is become a professional at the skill. You can actually study. There's a way to study this. There's a way to understand how people react to certain things that you say and do and how to present information like this, right? And one of the ways that I studied was by studying somebody named Eric Worre, Ericworre. I'm actually a part, well, I think we talked about him already, right? Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say that again, but Eric Worre. Eric Worre. I just put him in the chat, family. Eric Worre. And what this does is it builds up your confidence because now you have more skill. Right, family? I want you to understand this, right? When you have more skill, you're gonna feel more equipped. And when you feel more equipped, you're gonna go out and actually want to utilize that skill. Imagine working in the gym, right? Bodybuilding, but you just never do anything with your body. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't take no pictures, you don't come on. When you work towards something, you actually show it off. So when you study this guy named Eric Worre, go look him up on YouTube. Study him. He is one of the greatest networkers in this industry ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, some of the ways that we do certain things are different. We're in a different generation. You should be able to weed out the things that he did 15 years ago versus today. But the principles are the same. Okay. And there are so many other people that you can study, but I'm sure even watching his video, it'll probably send you through a worm, whatever you call that, rabbit hole, right? In a good way. So what were we talking about? Okay, so become a professional, right? But I get on the phone with them, regular conversation with my guy, whatever the case may be. And, I then try to get into kind of what he does for work or what she does for work. I try to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we're catching up, let's say if I talked to them before, maybe let's say, I posted. Matter of fact, family, that's something you got to do. You have to post. You have to show that you're in the business. If nobody knows you're in a business, it's going to be a little more awkward when you reach out to them because it's going to come from left field. But if they see you post, if they see you, posting your profits and the money that you've made and the products that you've sold and that you're on trainings and that you're on this training, you could post this training. Matter of fact, I'm going to actually put my gram in here. I don't think my gram is even my name right now, but post this because family, it builds up your credibility. It builds up your rapport. Right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody tells me they're a financial advisor and I don't see none on their page about financial advising. Family, your page is your new business card. Amen, right? Your page is your new business card. This is where, you could really showcase what you do. I want, you could go on my page right now and family, trust me, it didn't look like that to begin with, but it's a whole nother call, but every day my story was filled. Every day, it's another call, but just believe me because you're going to see it. My story was filled with nothing but this 30, 40 freaking stories. I'm posting people profits. I'm posting my own profits. I'm on trainings. I'm hosting trainings. I'm going out. I'm closing people. I'm posting pictures of me shaking hands with people that got started. I'm posting the welcome flyers of the people that got started. I'm showing them that we're having motion. You have to show them that we're having motion. You know what motion is? It's that you're being successful in what you're doing. That money is coming in. People are joining. Nobody wants to join an opportunity that nobody's joining. So family, right now, I want you to understand this. In entrepreneurship, you have to always think outside of the box and you have to never let an excuse get in the way of where you're going. Never let an excuse get in the way. There's always a way. That is my slogan. And also my slogan is, what else is there to do? Right? In my two slogans, I got a trademark. But there's always a way. And let me help you understand what I mean by that, right? Somebody could say, oh man, I had a good one. I have a lot, but I had a great one that I wanted to say. I just lost it. Okay, it's okay. So, all right, for an example, let's say somebody says they don't have a big social media presence. Or let's say that, oh man, it was a good one that I had. All right, hopefully it comes back to me. Hopefully, prayerfully, right? But let's say somebody doesn't have a good social media presence. Family, I started this business with 800 followers. 800 followers. And I got those 800 followers from following mad people on the gram and just unfollowing the people that didn't follow me back. There's always a way. Are you going to create and let the excuse of you don't have a follower stop you from posting on Instagram or creating, put that in the way of you getting to the next level? No, there's always a way, right? Oh, that's what I was going to mention. Let's say you don't have people in the business. Let's say you ain't welcome nobody yet. You're a new member, but you want to show that there's motion. What should you do, family? Should you just not post anybody because you didn't enroll anybody? Should you not post any welcome flyers so now they don't think that nothing's going on because they don't see you post anybody joining, they don't know what's going on? What should you do? Post somebody else welcome flyer. You have to become creative in entrepreneurship. Never, ever accept an excuse. Guess what an excuse is? An excuse is a tool, right? An excuse is a tool, right, that builds bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness. And monuments of nothingness. Those who use them seldom succeed at anything. It is a fact. You cannot use an excuse. There's no excuse. There's never been an excuse. Family, there's been events that I knew that I needed to be at because I knew it would give me the energy to really just want to run with this thing. I've slept on floors. There's no excuse. No amount of money can get in the way. I've used my rent money to stay active inside of this business. There's no excuse. I told y'all this, my rent was $333. That was 2 months of active status. My rent became $12,000. Sacrifice. Think outside the box, okay? So, let's talk about this, all right? I got about 10 minutes, we out of here, family, okay? 10 minutes. Stay with me. Hang in there. So, let's go back to being on the phone, right? I'm on the phone, and, now let's say this is somebody who, because I've been posting a lot, I know they're watching my story. If you want to know who to reach out to, look at who's watching your story, when you start posting quality things and they know what you're doing and you're breaking it down, and then reach out to them because now it's not going to be new, right? You can hit them up, and family, sometimes they don't start with a call because if you've never spoken to this person or you don't really talk to this person on the phone often, it don't have to start with a call. Eric Worre is going to teach you a little bit about this, but be creative. And what you want to do is maybe hit them up on the DM and hit them up and say, right? Say, yo, hey, what's going on? Hope all is well. Maybe I know this person. Maybe we know each other. We like each other's pics. We cool with each other. We know mutual friends, mutual people. Hey, what's going on, bro? What's going on, sis? Hope all is well. First of all, I love your page. I love exactly I love what you're doing. And, I know for a fact you're about your business. You're about your money. And I have an opportunity I want to talk to you about, right? Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say that. Excuse me. Let me clamp that. I don't want to steer y'all wrong. That'll work, but that ain't my strongest one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, let me see something. Can I get to it? Can I get exactly to it? Maybe I might be able to. I've definitely screenshotted so many of these. But at this point, I'm not gonna lie, family. People might just DM me and be like, Jay, what's going on? Because I've posted so much, and it'll get to that point. Okay, but this is what I'll say. I'm in the DM, right? I'll say, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, sis? Hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if you've been seeing what I've been posting or what I got going on, but I would love to talk to you about it. It's a lot of money on the table, right? What's your number? Right? Boom. What's your number? Right? That is what I usually end off with. What's your number? Because now I want to take this from the gram. I want to take it to a text, and I want to schedule a time, but make it regular. Don't get too, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't get too professional on somebody who is going to be thrown off by you being too professional, right? You don't want nobody to think you're selling them, right? You're providing value, and that's what you really are doing. People are going to come in here and make a lot more money than they're going to pay. That's 100% true, right? Especially when they plug in. So when I hit somebody up, I say, yo, friend, sis, I got something to put you on. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of money from it. Let's talk, right? You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then I text them. I get their number. I text them. I say, yo, this Jay, this I am Jalen Goss, Instagram, hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? I got a call right now, but I'm free. I'm free in the next hour, right? I got a call right now. I got a call right now, but I'm free in the next hour. I'm gonna hit you up. So family, Eric Worre is going to tell you about this too, right? You don't ever, you don't want to be on somebody else's schedule. You don't want to be on somebody else's timing. And it's not in a disrespectful way, but you have emotion. You got things going on. You posting all of this, success. So what you do is you take initiative, put the ball in your court. You say, I'll be free at this time. I'll hit you up and let's chat. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Don't make it too much. Sometimes you might make it too much by saying, yeah, I'm super excited. Or you might give them too much in a text message. Yeah, what we do is this, we teach. Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much. Now, if you see that they're into e-commerce on their page or something, mention e-commerce. You know what I'm saying? If you see that they're into trading, mention trading, but don't mention too much to the point where now it's like no point in them even getting on the call, because everybody's going to get closed on this call. Everybody's going to get closed on this call. And then what you want to do is when they, when you have them in this, in the chat, or excuse me, when you have them, you're texting them or whatever, if you are not comfortable with closing them on your own and you want to put them on the phone with your mentor, this is now the time to do so. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I want to actually get you on the phone with somebody, you know what I'm saying, who's made a lot of money inside of this space. And, they're my mentor. They put me on, and it would be a pleasure, right, for you to be on the phone with this person. They're very busy. I'm going to see when they're free. But if they're free today and they got time, I would love for you to connect. Boom. And you want to big up your mentor. So we're going to talk more and more about this. I'm going to do a part 2 because it's so much. I'm not going to lie. It's to me, I'm so detail oriented. I'm very specific with how I do this. I can tell you this, and this, but I'm very detail oriented, with this. Because it's a formula to it, and you're going to get good. This is going to roll off the tongue. This is going to roll off the tongue once you continuously do this over and over, right? But again, I'm having a cordial conversation. I'm not selling them. I'm being a doctor, right? When I talk to them on the phone, right, and this, this is our first time talking, I'm going to ask them to tell me a little bit about themselves. Yo, what do you kind of do for work? You know what I'm saying? How do you make money? What's your, what are your goals? So now I can know where to take this. If they say, I work a job, I do this, I don't like my job. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to show them how they can not work at that job too much longer from this opportunity. Boom. If they say, I got tuition that I got to pay, I got bills, what am I going to now relate, right, to them with, right? I'm going to say, yo, you can pay your bills, you can pay your tuition with this opportunity by coming in here and investing inside of an opportunity that can make you money, right, family? I never accept an excuse of somebody saying, I don't have the money, or I don't want to spend the money, because family, I want you to understand, I ask them this all the time. When's the last time you spent $250 on something that has not made you money? Right? You done bought shirts, you done bought food, you done went out, you done bought drinks, this, that, and the third, and it does not put money back into your pocket. Even a bill is still a liability because it does not put money into your pocket. So I want you to understand, this is an investment. You're going to be able to make more money than you invested into this. You're investing to learn information that can profit, that can become profitable and allow you to win in this space and now, create a better life for yourself. So what I do all in all is I show them how they can get what they want out of life through this opportunity. So that's why when I'm talking to my friend and my friend is telling me about work and telling me how I hate my job, but I do this and that, I'm like, yeah, bro. And then they're going to ask me, they're going to say, yo, Jay, what you doing for work? You still working at this? You still working over at Nordstrom? Nah, bro, I quit Nordstrom. I ain't been at Nordstrom since 2019. Also, what do you do? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you and put you on, but, I actually educate and make a lot of money from trading and selling products online, right? And I also have, real estate, education that I participate in as well. Oh, well, what's that? Oh, let me break it down to you. You know what I'm saying? I actually want to put you on it. I'm not even going to, short you by not give you the information. I'm going to show you a presentation real quick, because this is serious. There's a lot of money that could be made from this. And I know if you come in here, you could really win in this. So let me share my screen real quick and let me show you this presentation. So boom, family, right? Let me actually just put the presentation in here. I don't know if, let me see. Let me put the presentation in here real quick, right? And I got 3 more minutes, right? And let me put the presentation in here real quick. Appreciate those that are staying on right now. It's just information that you're gonna need, that you want to take with you. Hey family, you want to go over this presentation. You want to get good at it. You want to go over this presentation. You want to get good at it, family. You want to get good at it. It's very simple. It's easy. It's step by step. It's not even complicated. Hold on 1 second. Let me send this to you guys. I'm about to head out of here. All right, boom. Here we go. All right, family. I just sent y'all the presentation, right? And that presentation is loading up. But until that loads up and we go over that, going back to the compensation plan, right? Coming in this business, we ended it off at Elite One, right? 15 on your left, 15 on your right, 1,000 a month. The next level, 40 on your left, 40 on your right. People have done that in a month's time, family. 2,000 a month. Some people don't make that at their job. Like, respectfully, I did not make that. I was not making 500 at my job when I started this business. I quit my job when I was making this money. I think I might even quit a little bit sooner, but this was like, I'm good, right? And I don't want you to quit your job. I'm just telling you this is good income. And even with a job, you can do this if you decide to put hours in outside of work, right? You can't just go home and go to sleep. You got to go home and work your other job, right? The one that's going to help you quit the first one, right? And the one that you could actually stay at home and do, right? So Elite 5 is 125 people on your left and right. That's $5,000 a month, $1,200 a week. That's good money. $1,200 a week, family. You can live off of this. And 10,000 a month. That's six figures a year. And then the next level, family, right? This right here, 20,000. 20,000 a month, 5,000 every single week. Right. And so this right here, you'll understand these volumes. We'll explain this, but it's also in essence, it's people. So this next level right here is like 1,200 people right here, 1,200 people for 20K a month. And I want you to understand, when you have 500 people in your business at 10,000 a month, if everybody enrolls one person, how many people do you have in your business? You now have 1,000 people in your business overnight. So you can hit this next level very fast if you create a business that's making money, that's plugging into the calls, that has a good culture. You're calling them, you're checking up on them, you're making sure they're doing, making sure they're winning, and that they also are building. And guess what, family? You can hit these levels very quick, and it goes all the way to $1 million a month. That's ridiculous. $1 million a month, and that is my goal, family. I pray that is your goal. I pray that's your goal. But what I can tell you right now, right, in the next 30 days, we have an event, right? 30 days from now. In the next 30 days, if you're starting from scratch, you should be able to hit 15 on your left, 15 on your right, $1,000 a month, 30 people total in your business. You should be able to do that within 30 days. And that's somebody who doesn't even know what they're doing and starting from scratch. This is somebody who doesn't even know what they're doing and started from scratch. So, right, let me just unshare and let me just do this one last thing. I could talk forever. I got value forever, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna butcher some of y'all, right? But this right here is the presentation, right, family? Boom, right? It starts with our membership club. Actually, I think I even will want to change it to start with entrepreneurship. For me, I really start at the entrepreneurship stage. I start here at GFU University, and then I kind of go back, I click through. But you can start anywhere, family. It does not matter, right? So, I go here, I let them know, we're exclusive travel club. And basically, we partner with a company named GFood that gives us the best prices on all things travel, right? You get a membership, you're going to be able to log in, and you're going to be able to go wherever you want to go, for the best price on the market, right? And so outside of that, we have travel, health, and wealth. And I don't even mention health. I don't even really show this. I probably should have edited it, but this will do for now because this is a very good presentation. But I'm really pushing travel and wealth, right? Travel and education. Okay. So I give, here are some examples of, how much you could save within our GFood travel portal. And, family, I use this very often. I've saved probably over $1,000 at this point just from traveling with rental cars alone. It was a point in time where somebody had hit my car while it was parked. And before I could get my new car, I was using GFood rental cars. And I was, paying for my monthly. If I had a monthly, I was paying for that just from the money I was saving. And then here's what the portal looks like. You can give them access, let them know you're going to have this, and, they'll price match. They'll give you an extra 10% if you find something cheaper somewhere else. And boom, right? You get a free vacation, even with, the least expensive package. You get a free vacation worth up to, what is it? $1,500 to over 3,000 locations. And you pay, $250 to get access. Right. There's a $9,000 vacation voucher that comes with $1,000 package. This is the big boy package. And then from here, you could also make money, from helping people travel on a discount, right? From helping people also, benefit from these discounts. So they don't even have to pay or get started. You can send them your link and it's a free trial. And basically whatever they save on their discount portal that they're going to have on their own, you're going to be able to make. So if they save $400, you make $400. And it's because if they were a member, they would actually save $800. But because they're not a member, they only save half of the actual discount. And the member that sends them the link gets the other half. And so here's the GFU University. right? We have real estate education. I explain to them that we have just in time. We have e-commerce education. I explain to them that we have an amazing set of educators within our, within SBC, within our actual ecosystem that goes live 4 times a week. And it's going step by step on how to come in here and how to perform, and also how to go ahead and make money, live by listing products live, right? We have trading education. I start with Delano Benda, right, which is one of our leading educators that helps us make money, not only by teaching us his strategy, but by going live and calling out live trades. And we have another entire system of amazing educators that does the same thing outside of Delano, right? We have artificial intelligence coming, right? We have wealth planning. We have 2 times a week. We have amazing people who manage multi-6-figure earner and millionaire accounts that is giving us wealth planning education every Monday and Wednesday, right? And boom, I give them and show them the schedule. At this point, they're really sold. They're in. They're like, wow, this is real. I get education. I get to make money. I get to do this and that. And then guess what? I show them that, we have top tier leadership, right? We have people in here making multiple 6 figures just from educating and giving us the framework that we need to run our business, right? And so this is how much it costs to join. And of course, I'm not running through it like this, family. I'm really making it make sense. I'm making sure they're not in their head, and I'm connecting to them every step of the way. Always connect back to them. And that's why in the beginning, you ask them if they're new, what do they do? What do they want to do in life? Like, always figure out who they are first. Always. That's how you become a doctor and not a salesman, right? So $250 for the first time in this package, $1,000 for the first time with that package, $150 a month for both, right? You can go ahead and say, you know what? Before I even show them this slide, I say, there's a lot of companies have referral programs, Uber, Lyft, shoot, even McDonald's probably has it at this point, right? I'm just too late to the party, right? And guess what? Here you can refer 4 members, 4 people that might want to travel on a discount or utilize our education to make money. And guess what? Your membership is free. The $150 goes away instantly. And on top of that, if you want, and sometimes I don't even show them this. Sometimes depending on who they are, if I feel like they're not ready for this, they're not ready to learn that they can bring people into business and make money. They don't understand this business yet. I don't show them this. I might just bring them in so they can get the results first, and then I show it later. But if I know they're like that, and I know they can really have influence and bring people into business, then I show them how they can launch. 25 people you get every time you enroll somebody with the 250 pack, $100 for the 1,000 pack. I showed them this. This is the old compensation plan, very similar. But what I showed you was a more updated compensation plan that actually has better numbers. But it's the same situation. I showed them here you can make $10,000 a month by bringing 5 people in your business. With even 30 people, just 30. You've invited people, 30 people to a party before. But guess what? You ain't making $250 every week off that, $1,000 every month off that consistently, right? And then I show them how you can make $1 million a month with this, right? If you really want to take it serious, 60,000 people. If you really want to impact people and really do this big, $1 million a month, $12 million a year, real income. Right. And then I kind of show them this. This is the matching commissions. I'm not even going to go through this because this might not even be as accurate as it should be in the near future. But, here's some of the perks of having a $1,000 package. Right. You actually get your spillover a lot, which means that if somebody is, in your upline, meaning your mentor wants to put people in your business, it will now count for you as well. And it can help you hit the next level, if you have the $1,000 pack. So it's, it's value within that. And then boom, it's the end of the presentation. At this point, I've already assumed the close, meaning I'm not going to ask them if they're ready to get started. I'm going to say, do you have $250 right now to go ahead and get started and get invested? That's what it's about. I've even taken that out of Jerry's book. And guess what, family? They usually say yes. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's get started. Don't be surprised. Don't stop. Don't hesitate because you're like, oh my gosh, wow, they said yes. No, get right to it. You're a businessman. You're a businesswoman. Expect this. We have a great opportunity that a lot of people want to join. You joined it. So don't be surprised when other people want to join as well, right? And so guess what? I walk them through it and I stay on the phone with them. Do not get off the phone with them until they press the sign up button. Family, people, they don't have the right mindset all the time. They don't understand opportunities like this all the time. Sometimes even when they go in to buy their Jordans for for $300, $400, $500, they might even hesitate on that. And guess what? They go home and they forget all about it. So here, family, you got to just help them understand. Somebody might hesitate. I don't know about $250. When's the last time you spent $250 on something that has not made you money? When's the last time you spent $1,000 on something that has not made you money? This here is going to allow you to make that $250 back, put it wherever you got it from, and now make enough money to pay other things. And now not even have a problem with putting $250 up for the next investment because you have this running. And so you got to change their mindset. Then you bring it back to what they said they wanted. You say you want it to be successful. You say you want to have this and that. You want to, start a family with this amount of money in your bank account. Guess what? It's going to take for you to do things differently. It's going to take for you to join new opportunities. If you do the same thing, the same results will occur. Nothing changes and nothing changes. So family, sometimes at the end, you have to give them mindset. Sometimes it's not just about this opportunity, because everybody knows it's great information. Nobody will tell you this is a bad opportunity. Nobody. But you got to understand, you got to change their view and change their perspective on themselves. And sometimes they don't even believe in them enough to get started. And that's when you got to put life into them through what you already have going on and the success that you know is already evident in this business, family. Right? Sometimes I'll be on the call with somebody a little bit longer because they might say, yeah, I got the 250, but I don't know if I should, I don't know if I should spend it. It's my last 250. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, first of all, it ain't their last 250. I'll tell you that right now, because that's a problem. That's a whole nother conversation. But they might feel like it. So I'll say, I completely understand, sympathize with them, empathize with them. I completely understand, but I want you to understand that this is an opportunity where you can come in here, and in your first month, if you're serious and you plug in, you can make that 250 back. And now it's like you didn't even pay it. It's like you never even put the investment in. So you got to really understand, family, right? Sometimes it's about helping them understand that they're meant for more and changing their perspective on where they're going and realizing that they're worthy, putting 250 into them, because that's what they're doing. They're putting $250 into themselves, right? So I know I'm out of here. I know I'm above time. I could give so much value. It's crazy, family. It's really, really crazy. So yes, I could definitely get this video for you all. And family, I got another video that I want to just send to you all really quickly. I'm sure y'all might have seen it already. Hopefully y'all already seen it. But it's in the chat. And it's in the pinned messages, and it's how to hit 10K in 90 days. How to hit $10,000 a month in 90 days. I'm trying to find it pinned really quickly, family. Where is this pinned message? Where are we at with it? Here we go. How to hit 10K, right? Copy link. Boom. Boom. There you go, right there, family. Let's study up, family. Eric Worre, that video. I got some other videos on my YouTube. If you really want to win, look, and you watched every video, hit me up. I got more for you. But I'm telling you, this is real. This is a lot of money that's on the table, and you can really change your life. You can absolutely change your life from it. Anybody can do it, no matter how old you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what part of the world you are from. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be skilled. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to graduate with summa cum laude. Nobody cares about none of that. This right here is about hustle. This right here is about sitting in one place until it makes sense. This right here is about being able to dedicate your life to something temporarily to be able to really want, get what you want out of life, and that's freedom. And freedom that come at a price, right? Y'all know that, right? Anybody ever got freedom without a price? The freedom to life, right? Oh, that's going to come with a price. It's going to come with a price of you working. And I'm going to tell you right now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is, if you didn't work hard, you wouldn't even be grateful for when you get there. So this part is mandatory. This part is mandatory. So family, go ahead and drop some 777s in the chat. If this is an amazing call, go ahead and drop some 77s in the chat. If you're about to fake it till you make it, become that successful millionaire that you know you need to become. You might not know how they, how they dress yet, because you're gonna have a lot more money. You might not know what they drive in yet, but you know how they act. You know how a millionaire acts. They're about their business. They ain't about to go hang out with no friends and not talk about money. We don't do that. Family, you gotta already claim it. And family, before you make the money, mentally you already have to be there. I was moving like a millionaire way before I had the money. Millionaires don't waste time. Millionaires are on a time constraint. Millionaires have schedules. I'm not about to sit here and talk about no drama with you. I'm not about to sit on here and talk about something that is not making us both money. I'm off of this call. I'm out of this group chat. I'm not on that. I'm not pulling up to the mall if we're not spending money, family. Don't pull up to the mall with your friends just to hang out, family. If you're not spending money, get out of there and go work hard enough to go to the mall and buy everything you want next time, right? These are just certain things that, family, you just got to want more for yourself, right? You got to just want more for yourself. All right. So love all. Thank you so much for being on this call. If you take any ounce of this information, you're going to hit the next level. All right. So family, December 2nd, I will see you all. We still have an amazing promo going on. If you do not have your ticket, we will be in Miami with a presentation, right? With an amazing convention of successful people like myself and even more successful than me. Go to ss1miami.com and get your ticket, and go ahead and type in the promo code ECOM and get a discount, family. ECOM, all caps. Love all. Have an amazing night. Let's run to the top, family. Do not let this information go in vain. See you at the top. Bottom way too crowded.